Hey folks, Sylvia's here, back on DDO. It's sort of been a while. Let me hop in real quick. Also, let me do this. Okay, so, originally, I wanted to do this kind of like I do my Tibia Leaf playthroughs, which, you know, you could have clicked on back there a second ago to check out, where, every second of gameplay is covered by what I'm doing. Whoop. Unfortunately, that turned out to not be the greatest idea possible. I'm heading over to Stormreach now. I'm leaving the Korthos Island. A large amount of time is going to be spent like crafting items, and that's going to be incredibly boring to watch, I would imagine. And time spent on like the marketplace and things like that. So I ended up doing a couple of things without being recorded, which I'm not super thrilled about, but it's just the way it is. So anyway, it used to be when you'd first come to the harbor, you would be over there kind of by that floating building. And now you're over here with all these refugees. This guard dude over here wants you to give him a platinum coin or something, but he gives you an option to try to like bluff him and things like that. So I'm going to try to see if I can actually do that by doing the fire, light, fire ability to give me a +2 to my skills. Anyway, though, this is actually really confusing to me, because they just minorly changed this. Like, for example, there used to be a boat here that was a quest, and now the boat's over there. I think they moved the hireling vendor. There used to be an NPC that would give you a bag, and I can't find them. Everything's just, like, minorly wonky. And it's weird, and I don't like it. And it drives me nuts. Because I'm running off of, like, old memory for most of this. So, when it's like, you know, it's like somebody breaking into your house and just moving all of the furniture, like, slightly around and things like that. Alright. Bluff check, diplomacy check, haggle check, intimidate check. Failure. Diplomacy, failure. Haggle, failure. Intimidate, failure. Alright, let's just... Toll, you mean the bribe. And what of it? The coin lords have only decreed that no tolls nor tariffs may be levied on adventurers. Everyone else is fair game. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do with him. Good to know. Anyway. So I bought myself some equipment, and I leveled myself up to level 4. I actually had come back and done I did one video for 2 wilderness areas. This guy's hirelings only go up to level 3. I gotta go find... Whoops. I gotta go find the level 4 hireling dude. Which I think is in the market. There's also, like, the more trainers over here now, and they didn't used to exist. I'm weirded out by everything. I can handle them putting new things in, like, new places in things that I already thought I knew of. But it's them being like, okay, this NPC that was always here, I'm gonna just move him to the other side. Like, what? What are you doing? You're gonna make my head explode. Hireling. 4 to 6. There we go. Alright, let me get just a nice level 4 cleric. What do we got here? Cure moderate wounds, hold person, divine vitality. That's kind of crap. Do we have a better? How about a favorite soul? Cure moderate wounds, bless. Alright, I want that one. So anyway, yeah, I made a video of 2 wilderness areas, and I vastly underestimated how long the one would take. So when I finished the recording, because I did them both, like the first one was really short, and then I did the second one thinking like, well, I still have time. And then the video ended up being about 2 hours long. So I just figured I'd start over. So I just killed that video, and I've done that a couple of times. For example, all of my outer Korthos quest ones, for example, were quests that I had already done because I had screwed up the first recording accidentally. So anyway, what I wanted to do, though, was I wanted to go out here and show the wilderness area of the Cerulean Hills. There's a bunch of quests out in the Cerulean Hills. That right there is a beholder, in case anybody's interested. So yeah, as you can see, I've already been out here. But I'll run through and show where the rare encounters are. Hopefully I'll get some new ones in the explore points. The Cerulean Hills is, I believe, the lowest level wilderness area outside of Korthos. So it shouldn't be too tough or anything like that. Okay. Don't kill the poor farmer. No, don't kill the poor farmer. Do 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 do. So I did level up. I didn't get any new cool abilities that level up. I think I picked up a new enhancement though. Smite Tainted Creature. Deals a whole bunch of extra damage to tainted creatures. I'll explain that in a second once I kill all these people that are shooting at me. Yeah, it just deals a whole bunch of extra damage to monsters that are considered like undead, evil outsiders, aberrations, and the sort. It used to count as a light attack, so you could do like, you know, Healing Fist, Smite Tainted Healing Fist, and then get yourself the healing burst, but apparently it doesn't work that way anymore. There we go. Featherfall.
White marble stones have been piled up here as a makeshift dam.
So yeah, explore point right here. Easy to get to one. On the topic of my new equipment, I got this suit of armor, or robes. And it's just a +4 suit of robes. So, the only thing that's different than it is, my old ones had no armor value. And, they were able to, once a day for 5 minutes, cast mage armor, which upped my armor by 4. These can't cast mage armor, they just automatically up my armor by 4. An improvement. And it is considered to be an armor bonus, so it won't stack with mage armor, and it won't stack with anything else that gives an actual armor bonus. And the other thing I bought was this new Deadly Cloak, which gives me a +2 passive competence bonus on melee and range damage. Oh, you know what? I forgot to activate that. Now, as for that treasure bag item thingy. Monsters... Another one, too. Monsters drop those things now, that you're off Korthos and you're in the, like, game proper. Usually, the bags kind of come in like, sets. So all these kind of, like, monstrous humanoid guys here, orcs, hobgoblins, bugbears, a whole bunch of other things, will all drop the same treasure bags that drop the same set of 3 items. So in this case, the one item that they can drop is like a Blade of the Dark Six. And the Blade of the Dark Six is like the common drop, and then there's an uncommon drop, and then there's a rare drop. Other types of monsters will drop different things. Like undead will drop different things, and it'll still be all the undead will have their kind of their same 3 drops: common, and uncommon, and a rare. These items can be turned into various NPCs. This is an explore point real quick.
Rotted wood overgrown with several vines.
Yeah, these items can be turned into NPCs for various things.
Paper label on the ground reads vintage.
The NPC that like accepts Blades of the Dark Six will accept the other 2 items that come from the same bags.
This caravan has been looted and ripped to pieces. Judging from the debris, this happened quite recently.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a pretty simple system. Usually, the common item kind of gives you, like, ammo. So, like, a stack of arrows or something like that, and not great. Oh, look, it's a rare encounter. I'd already killed that guy, just for the record. Before I continue about the item bags, this dude who I just killed can also appear right up there by that wall. He can show up in 1 to 2 different spots. Just for the record. Ooh, not bad. So, yeah, usually the common item doesn't really turn into a lot of anything useful. Then the next item gives you, you know, maybe a, like, +2 sword or something like that. And the final one will give you weapons that have, like, an enchantment effect or something like that. They're worth picking up. An NPC will give you one of these bags that can store some of them, but they can't store that many. I bought a huge collectibles bag from the DDO store because I had a whole bunch of DDO points, because being VIP gives you 50 or 500 a month. So I just purchased this. It's a good investment on any character you know you're going to keep for a while, because it binds the character when you acquire it, so you're not transferring it to any other characters. So, yeah, make sure that you know you're keeping the character, and you'll be fine. Now, there can be a rare encounter in here. I can't tell if that's him or not, but it doesn't look like it. That spell he just cast was False Light. That gives him temporary hit points. Temporary hit points go away first, so if you give yourself 5 temporary hit points and then you get hit by 5 damage, the temporary hit points go away. So you can cast the spell again and give yourself 5 more. You can't heal temporary hit points, though. So, like, if I cast a spell that gave me 10 temporary hit points, I'd go up to 89. If I take 5 damage, I'd be up at 84. A heal spell would not heal me back to 89. They're temporary hit points. So anyway, does it tell me? Okay. It won't tell me when I go past the explore points. Anyway, though, that like, dam was an explore point, that was an explore point, that was an explore point, that was an explore point, this is an explore point.
The road continues east into territory controlled by hostile Gruul tribe orcs.
Yeah, that boss that could show up in 2 spots usually shows up around where these guys are, too, sometimes. Up here, I'm going to start running into what's called Fiendish Lions. They're considered outsiders, so I can hit them with my Spite Tainted and deal a whole bunch of extra damage to them. They are immune to fire damage, or at least highly resistant to fire damage. I'm not sure which one. They're kind of a pain. I'm just going to leave him there. I don't really want to walk over to him. Now, sometimes, though, there aren't... In the wilderness areas, different monsters can show up in different locations.
Ruins are all that remains of the once great temple to Araway, goddess of agriculture. Offerings of desperate farmers.
There we go.
The looks of the land.
So normally this place would be filled with the Fiendish Lions, but sometimes it's filled with a whole bunch of wolves instead. What does Rapid Strikes do? Double strike chance. Nice. That didn't exist when I played the game last. So hold on a second. The dam, the whatever, the plants, I forget what it's called now. The carriage, the cave, the dungeon, this temple, so that's 6.
A lone tree.
The tree.
Araway cried a single tear, and where it landed, this tree grew.
Yeah, this whole time I forgot to use my Expedious Retreat boots.
Half-gnawed bones, tufts of
So 7, 8.
splotches of blood cover the ground here.
Adventurers packs are just like the treasure bags, except they have a much wider variety of things that you can get out of them. So I think we're at 8 explore points.
Large holes and drag
9.
marks mar the ground in front of this cave.
There can be a rare encounter. This rare encounter is nice because you can see his chest before you actually go into the room. So you can tell he's not in here right now. Yeah, this one you know immediately whether or not you got lucky or unlucky. String of prayer beads. Oh hey, I thought I killed them all. Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. doot, doot. This is one of the rare encounters I got before, by the way. So no great loss. Oh, I've been pulling that wolf, apparently, without realizing it. Bugbear Rogue is now dead. Ah, my bless wore off. Oh no! It's a kitty cat! The lions are actually semi-dangerous, both because they have a lot of HP and are kind of resistant to damage, but also because they, when they hit you, they can trip you. And then if you get surrounded by them, they can kind of just keep you on the floor. There we go. It's a cleric, and I don't know what he just tried to do to me, but I don't like it. Worth mentioning is that this shrine here is just a rush shrine. There is not... Explore point. There is not anywhere near it a resurrection shrine. So if you die around here, you're actually screwed. Worth mentioning is also, I don't think it was originally like this. I think they added it at some point. But when you die, you form a soulstone, which one of your allies can pick up. They've now made it so that your allies include, Ray of Enfeeblement. Your hireling can pick up your soulstone. I don't know if they used to be able to do that or not. I don't remember that. But yeah, now your hireling can pick up your soulstone and carry it to a resurrection shrine for you. Anyway, Ray of Enfeeblement lowers your strength. In my case, it lowered it by 2, it looks like. Yeah, because I think I had a 14 strength. We'll see when it wears off. Anyway, I think that spell can stack, which is annoying. It's particularly dangerous to monks, though, because if a monk is carrying a lot of stuff, sweet white cat, it can make them over-encumbered, and having too much, you know, actually, I can't see it now. But, like, this is how much I'm carrying, 16 out of 1,500 for my light load. I feel like that can't be right, but anyway. If you suddenly end up carrying too much, a monk stops being centered, and then they lose all their monk abilities, and their, like, attack speed becomes horrible and things like that. So yeah, you want to be careful about that. And there was potentially a rare encounter in there, but not right now, it seems. I don't want to climb up on the wall to kill that guy, so I'm just going to ignore him. Whoops, there's a wolf. And also, whoops, I was walking into a wall. Alright. Now, I'm going to, of course, see I missed some of the rare encounters. So I'm going to come back here. String of prayer beads. I'm going to come back here after the video recording is done because I want to get all of them so I can get the completion bonus.
The old mine here has long since collapsed. Dug one too many times.
There we go. I wanted to point out, though, let me go here real quick. So there's, like, this monster manual. And it has a list kind of all the monsters, and you can kind of be like, air elementals! But you have to, like, fight them first to be able to get them. Knockdown. That's what I was talking about, by the way. There we go. So you can kind of see the things here. What I wanted to point out here, though, was, like, if you go to humans, you'll see these character deeds. So it's like, well, they should be all the same, so let me go to something else real quick. Okay, let me go to something I've killed. Here we go. So, yeah, the first one is kill however many of them. Hold on, let me go back to the humanoids. I give up. I suck. Does it? Okay, yeah. So I had to kill 200 humanoids. And for killing 200 humanoids, I got 3,000 EXP, and it kind of filled in some of the text here. And then this one was exterminate many humans to complete this deed. That, I guess, covers your entire account on the server or something like that. I'm not too sure. But anyway, as you keep going and killing more of these, you'll get additional experience points. And eventually you can get this final reward, which gives you can view their HP when they're selected and things like that. It's like an interesting mechanic. The thing I wanted to point out, though, is that some of these are like kill flat amount of humans, but some of them are kill different types of humans, which means like human assassin is one type, human fighter is another type, you know, human archer is another type. Like, I think even named humans count. So like for monstrous humans, a bugbear bard is different than a bugbear, you know, rogue, and so on. Did I miss my turn? I think I wanted to go up there. I did miss my turn. What happened? Oh, let me use my boots again. Yep, I did miss my turn. I wanted to go up here. Whoops. Also, I should probably call my hireling over. I'm kind of low on HP. Alright. So, yeah. Not only is he not healing me, he drug a bugbear over at me. There we go. Thanks for the heal, friend. Rare encounter can be here.
Carved statues of hideous creatures line this white
Rare
marble
encounter is here.
base.
Lotagoth. Even more annoying. Oh my god. Okay. Try again. Try again. I'm Sylvius the monk. Pray tell, what exactly are you? I'm Lotagoth. I'm the gargoyle. We are ancient, carved from the stones of Eberron, and I will still be here in the aeons to come, waiting for challenges those who cross my path. Interesting. Why don't you attack me then? I only fight the strong. Your race is weak. You are like those who came before you, those who were destroyed by orcs. Is that so? You'll learn to respect a human after I crush you. Don't actually have to fight him, it seems like. And then he just gives up. Doesn't drop a chest. He's a loser. So then the one other rare encounter I don't need is up this way that we're heading to. Woohoo, EXP! Yeah, these warriors will keep tripping you with that stupid club, so be careful with them. Ugh. And those guys poison you. Dude, my hireling is so incredibly annoying.
The faint sounds of an argument over the price of several objects escapes from the cave. You're fairly certain none of the items being discussed were legally obtained.
These Master Thief dudes are not the boss, even though they have orange names. It just means they're like tougher than normal or some jazz like that. They're not really all that tough anyway. Prayer beads. Doesn't look like the guy's in here. Normally he would have been on me by now if he was actually in here. I'm a little disappointed again. So yeah, I'm gonna have to come back and try to hit these last two dudes, but you know, that won't be another video recording. Or maybe it will, who knows. Maybe if I run into him, I'll immediately pause, or well, I can't pause the game, but maybe if I run into him, I'll immediately start the recording so that you can kind of see what they look like. Yep, nobody there. Disappointing. And then I think that should have been... That should be the, like, 13th Explorer point, so we just have one more to go. For the record, all of these places have maps on the wiki. You should definitely look at the wiki. As opposed to just running around wildly. And the last Explorer point is right there.
Caravan blocks the road to the west.
So I'm going to recall back. Yeah, I'm gonna recall back. I guess I could just reset the instance and run in and try again. But, yeah, let me do that real quick. I'm just gonna try to hit those last, the rare encounters and see if I get any luck. Where's my hireling, though? I'll need him. So I'm just gonna, for the most part, bypass the enemies and just go straight for the, rare encounters. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to look at what my EXP gain was last time. Ah, too bad. I know the first time I came here I got around 4k EXP. So, like, not terrible. Not terrible. Although I do wish that I had my Expedious Retreat boots. A little annoying that I don't have them. Do 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 do. It's also annoying that I need to check some of these other spots because while I've already killed that rare encounter, I didn't get it on this recording. I got it on the recording that I ultimately scrapped. As annoying as that is. Hey, look, he's back. And dead. 2 treasure bags. Awesome. Well, you can never have too much money. Rapid shots. Double shot chance. Nice.
From the loud
Let's see, is
boisterous
the guy in
sounds
here?
coming from this cave, you guess there must be dozens of orcs inside.
He doesn't look like it. Come on, Mr. Scout. Have fun with me. Go to the Dark 6. Amber Vial, 33 Siberies. Dragon Shard Fragments. Those are used in crafting, just for the record. In this game, crafting is pretty confusing and complicated, unless they've changed it a whole bunch. There's also like 7 different kinds of crafting. When I said that's used in crafting, I was referring to the basic type of Kenneth crafting. But there are a whole bunch of other types of crafting. There's like House Deneth crafting, there's green steel crafting.
The ancient white
They're all of varying degrees of complication. And like I said, they are pretty complicated.
From the looks of the land here, rewarded.
Am I getting attacked by something? Well, I guess I am. It's a kid cave. Kenneth crafting, though, is the one that makes what would be considered to be, like, normal weapons. You know, like, if you want +2 shocking great axe, Kenneth crafting is what you want. Normal types of armor and things like that, that's all Kenneth crafting. And Kenneth crafting is useful from level 1 to level whatever the maximum levels in this game anymore. Did I finish my rest? Okay, he didn't interrupt my rest. Perfect. I was gonna be kind of annoyed if he interrupted my rest with, like, 2 seconds to go. So as incredibly confusing as Kenneth crafting is, and it's incredibly confusing. Trust me, you're gonna hate your life when you start doing Kenneth crafting. The reason why Kenneth crafting is so incredibly confusing is it's got like 8 different levels of complexity on it when you're first making it. But the thing that really kills it is certain prefixes can't go on certain items. So like you can have strength boosting boots, you can have a strength boosting ring, I think you can have a strength boosting like gloves, and like strength boosting bracers, but you can't have strength boosting like cloak.
In front of this cave.
By the way, this is all from what it used to be. I don't know if it's changed since then. This rare encounter's not here. And then certain effects are prefixes, and then certain effects are suffixes. So, like, you know, if you want, I don't know, an armor boost might not ever be able to be a, I don't know, I can't remember the exact one, but, like, armor boost could always be, suffix or something like that. So you have to, like, plan ahead every single piece of equipment you have. Because you're not sure if, you know, the various effects that you want are going to fit on things. Also, it seems like there's new effects, so that makes things even more confusing and complicated. I should show you my favorite soul, because he's the one that I've done all my crafting on, and he has, like, fully crafted super equipment. But I mean, it took me forever to do it, like, to get everything working. I don't know if they made it simpler since then or not, but it was tough. But, like I said, Caneth crafting, because of the Caneth crafting, he is way better than he would be if I had just purchased equipment from, like, the auction house or just went with whatever I looted. He would be a completely different beast.
Water rushes down.
Alright, let's see, do I get the rare encounter in here?
The crash echoing in your ears.
By the way, not all of the rare encounters are monsters. For example, the rare encounter in here is not a enemy to kill, it's a girl to rescue. It's kind of annoying when they get behind me like that. Ah, enough enemies are attacking me that I got an alert there. That little alert thing that popped up was a thing that's designed to sort of prevent you from just running through a dungeon and having a whole bunch of enemies, like, drag behind you. Don't try that. It can work in Tibia, it cannot work in this game. Lady's not here. This has been a crappy run on rare encounters. What did I get? 2 so far? Twin Fang and that one orc. Disappointing. There we go. Everybody saves versus my Stunning Fist, and it's kind of annoying. To be fair, I'm in a fire stance, which decreases my wisdom. So, I mean, that's probably part of the reason why, but still. What is my DC on that? 14. Yeah, 14 is pretty bad. Actually, on that note, let's see what my, whilst I wait for my Highland to heal me, let's see what my actual saves are. I have a +8 to Fortitude, an 8 to Reflex, and a 7 to Will. So I would only fail my Stunning Fist roll on a roll of a 7. No, I'd make it on a roll of 7. I'd fail it on a roll of 6 or less. I guess that's still somewhat reasonable. I mean, it's still like 30% of the time I should fail. And I haven't successfully stunned anybody in a long time. Ah, Mr. Kitty Cat. Alright, so I mean, if I don't get lucky with this last rare encounter, I'm not going to come back in here and try again for now. I'll let the video end. And the next video, maybe I'll do some quests. Starting now, by the way, I'm probably going to do like 1 quest per video, just for the record. The quest will get a little bit longer, and I figure at this point, if somebody wants to actually know a quest, like, is looking for a specific quest, it's a little bit better than me doing like 3 or 4 per video. Makes it a little bit easier for people to search for things, I guess. Ah, I'm lagging. Ah, I didn't get it there in time, but yeah, I'm lagging.
The faint sounds of an argument over the price of several
That's a
objects
Merilith.
escapes from the cave. You're fairly
They're
certain
kind of
none
annoying to fight.
The items being discussed were legal.
Mostly because they keep knocking you on the floor. Ah, sick, he's here. See him right there? Awesome. So, 275 EXP for killing him. Not bad. Not bad. +2 light wooden shield. That's unfortunately kind of bad. Items with flat enchantment bonuses aren't as valuable as items that have, like, effects. So, like, a +2 wooden shield, while it sells for the same amount of money to an NPC as a, I don't know, a +1 fortified light shield, the fortified light shield will sell better to players, and also has more use in crafting. I'm actually just gonna recall out now at this point, because the only rare encounter I still need is the rescue the lady in the far, far back quarter of this place, which is kind of a pain. You guys didn't get to see the scorpion rare encounter, nor the one other dude rare encounter, but that's just the way it is. Alright, folks, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share, check me out on Facebook, Patreon, Twitter, and I forgot to do this, but whatever. By the way, I'm still wearing my bandana. I just made it so that you couldn't see the bandana. Alright, folks, I'll see you guys later.